One of the things that have been running through my head all night, yesterday, till this morning, till now, it's being optimistic. I just did a little research about it, so I'll let you guys know. So I decided to take a deep dive.
I think I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right.
Especially my dad. When he was in the 5th grade, he gave his own speech on the importance of optimism. He still repeats the opening phrase, despite our annoyance, whenever relevant. Think the best, expect the best.
However smart you are, however much brain power you've got to solve problems, to get tasks done, to figure stuff out, when you have a positive attitude, when you're leaning forward, you got a smile on your face, you're optimistic, you are 30% smarter than when you don't.
The thing that I love about human beings is we can have multiple conflicting feelings simultaneously. I am lonely and optimistic simultaneously. My optimism, I pride myself on my optimism. My optimism has not diminished in the least. Optimism doesn't mean I can't sit in a dark tunnel. Optimism means that I believe there's a light at the end of the tunnel, even if that light is far away. I have an undying belief that the future is bright.
And if you know me personally, I like researching things. It is like one of my thing. I forgot the name. Yeah. So I like doing research, deep research. So I was searching through websites and articles about optimistic or optimism, and these are some of the things that I found out. Let's go to the drawing board. Now, first of all, let's define what is optimistic, what it meant to be optimistic. Let's do this. What is optimistic? Optimistic is someone who is hopeful about the future or the success of something in particular, who sees negative result as a temporary setback. This place is becoming my favorite vlogging monologues place. But yeah, optimistic people, they don't ignore or pretend that life is perfect. They know the problems that they go through, but they always focus on a good side. They always focus on the positive side of things. So yeah, anyway, let's go back to the drawing board. I actually thought of this, and I know I'm gonna forget this small part, so I just record it. So inserting it into my chart drawing. So let's go back. The disadvantage of being optimistic is number one, excessive risk taking. Believing that you are destined for success or for a particular thing, you ought to give everything you got to that particular thing, and sometimes when it fails miserably. Number two, ignoring red flags, believing that everything is good and anything that is bad is part of life, just like a relationship. When you see your opposite have a lot of red flag, you think that it's just part of life. And number three, not learning from mistake. And number three, pursuing things can trick you into believing that mistake was not that bad. And number four, being used, is people will take advantage of you. Alright, people will know how optimistic you are, and they're gonna use you on that particular area of your being optimistic. Now, the benefit of optimism: a long lifespan, better coping, mental health, increased productivity, fewer negative thoughts, high motivation, less stress, and inspire you to grow and succeed. and inspire growth and success. In conclusion, being optimistic, it's a positive and negative result depending on how positive thinking you are. It's it's bad when you over positive about your future and whatever you're doing. Uh, it is good. So there's like a gray area. So if you are very optimistic about things, you have to evaluate about what the challenges is and what is that project or your life goal is before doing that. But otherwise, stay optimistic. See you on the next one.